So what's going on, my fitness enthusiasts? We're back at it again. My name is Justin and this is Just Got Personal. Once again, where it's only personal. And in today's topic of discussion, we are going to be going over concentric and eccentric contractions when it comes to muscle growth and development. So let's break down the difference between the two. You might be asking yourself, what is a concentric contraction? Well, a concentric contraction is what happens when your muscle is going through the shortening phase of any exercise. So, case in point, when it comes to a concentric contraction, let's take a look at the bicep here on my arm. And basically what we're doing here is that let's say we're going from this point to about this point right here, all right? So the minute that I begin to flex my arm, what I'm doing is that I'm creating shortness between the muscle here, all right? So as you can see, again, if we go from this point to this point here, and I begin to flex, I'm shortening the muscle. This right here is called a concentric contraction. So now with that being said about the concentric contraction, an eccentric phase or a contraction is just the opposite. So instead of my arm being flexed, the minute that you begin to lengthen the muscle, you're going through the eccentric phase. So an example of this would be something like bicep curling. The minute that you curl or lift any type of weight, that is considered concentric. And with that weight being in your hand, as you start to unravel or lengthen the muscle as it's going down, that is considered eccentric. Now, both phases do stimulate muscle growth, and this is true. But what's more important and kind of what gets neglected is the eccentric phase of the exercise. And the reason why the eccentric phase is so important is because that during this phase, this is where protein synthesis has a chance to increase the most. Now, just so you can get an understanding of what protein synthesis is without being super technical about it, basically it is your cell's individual way of building specific proteins within the body. So when it comes to building strength, increased muscle or muscle fibers, eccentric training is something that you want to do quite often. So if the eccentric phase sounds important to you and you're not doing enough, then you need to listen up, because this is what you're going to need to do to make sure that you're doing it right. The first thing that you're going to need to know about any eccentric exercise is that control is the main factor. So when it comes to the mind-body connection, this is why eccentric training is important, because it really makes you focus on and connect with what you're doing in regards to any type of muscle movement that you're trying to establish throughout your reps, throughout your sets, whatever the case may be. So now, let's go back to my arm right here again. Like I was saying, let's say that there's something that's pulling my arm in this direction and I'm fighting the resistance of it. So when it comes to eccentric training, what you want to do is that you want to control the lowering or the lengthening of the bicep or of the muscle that you're working on, right? So the thing about this is that you want to move slow, but you don't want to move too slow. And how eccentric training can be counterproductive in this scenario is this. If you're doing this and something is pulling your arm or whatever the case may be in this direction, and you're going 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000, 7 1000, 8 1000, that is just too much. The eccentric phase of any exercise should really hold no more than about 1 to 3 seconds, especially when it comes to the protein synthesis kicking in. So then the thing that you want to do is that if I'm fighting the resistance of something pulling my arm in this direction, I want to go 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, pull. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, pull. And that, my fitness enthusiasts, is how you do eccentric training. In the future, I plan on showing more videos in regards to eccentric training because it is so important. But if you like this video and the explanation of which I provided for you, then I ask that you hit that like button. Also, I ask that you share it with your friends and your family and anybody who's looking to experience a difference. Other than that, it's time to get back to work, you guys. So thank you for watching this video. Once again, my name is Justin. This is Just Got Personal, where it's only personal. Stay tuned for another video next week. Seize the moment. This is your moment, and this is your journey. Till then, take care. Have a good one.